Welcome along. It's early March here in Flat Straighton Farm. It's cold, really cold, which is good for the cider. Actually, it's good for the cider. It keeps the fermentation slow. In here, in the with the cider, we've basically had a tasting evening, very formal business thing, which turned into a bit of a session. So, crowd of friends in here, stood around the barrels, and what we were doing is basically blending the different varieties of apples. Essentially, in these barrels here, they were pretty much single variety. What we then did is blend those together, different types of blends, to see exactly what flavours combinations we were getting. It's quite early on. I mean, this cider will develop further, but what have we actually got? We've got some bitter sharps. We've got Kingston Black Bitter Sharp, and then we've got Dabonet, Yarlington Mill, Bulmes Norman. We haven't got any Morgan Sweets left. We've drunk all that. And so these combinations create the right balance of acid, tannin, and basically strength, percent volume, and flavours. So we did all that, and we came up, there was a little bit of everything, which I think is true to the traditions of cider making, where cider making was always a blend. May have been a haphazard blend, and we're very specific about how we blend our cider. And what happens, we've taken that main single blend and we've put it into our stainless steel tank over here, which is where we've got, what was in there, about 700 litres of our single main cider. From this, we can then sweeten that to make a medium, or we can sell it straight as a dry, but that is our flavour, that's our cider that we're selling. We've got another 3 barrels of the same, and also we've got left, which is absolutely tasting gorgeous, but we're leaving to mature for a bit longer. We've got a couple of barrels of a mix actually of Keeved Marston Early and Marston Lates. That's the orchard, sorry, late, mainly Dabonets. And what else is in there? Kingston Black, and that's that Keeved. What that basically means, I think called a Chateau Brugge, lifts up from the cider, and all the nutrients and yeast gets into this gel, and underneath is some perfectly clear cider. It's an old traditional English method, but the French are the main users of it. And what that does, it means that it takes out the main nutrients of the cider, and it ferments very, very slowly, and it retains its residual sweetness, so that the sweetness in the cider is from apple sweetness. Absolutely tastes amazing. And what we've done, we've put a little bit of Kingston Black in there to add in a little bit of acid, a bit more sharp, and that is tasting stunning at the moment. And we've got 2 barrels of that, but we'll leave to mature, and that'll be later season, late summer.